Danny, playoff place never in doubt really, was it?
We've been confident all year doing it. It's what we wanted to do within the squad, and I know we've been written off by quite a few people throughout the season on our early form, but we've always been confident, and obviously it's massive for the club to get to the playoffs.
What's been the key to this run of wins?
I just think the confidence in the squad. Like early on, we were losing a few scrappy games by the odd couple of points, and now after a couple of wins in a row, we've really managed to turn the confidence up in the squad. And we talked about being the most committed team that we can possibly be, and I think we have definitely done that over the last 7 weeks. And we've managed to pick up a few scrappy wins, which definitely helped propel us at the table.
We've never really talked about making the playoffs. The talk for us has been about being the hardest working, most consistent and competitive team that we can be, and knowing about the ingredients that make us like that and what works for us, and the boys have got on board with that. And I think where people have been saying 4 or 5 weeks ago you were ready, planning your end of season, I can assure you, and the players will back me up on this, that has never been the case. We have always talked about having the ability and the desire to play until round 27 regardless of what else is happening in the comp. Of course it's easy as we've got some momentum through us at the back end of the year. I think we've really hit our spot. I think our form over the second half of the season has been tremendous. It's been right up there with the top 2 or 3 teams in the competition.
Yeah, there's 2 ways of looking at it, isn't there? The last 2 wins, as you say, were not your best performances, but the other side of the coin, the analogy people often use is that good sides find a way to win when they're playing badly.
Yeah, that is it's a massive thing. If you play bad and win, obviously you can still progress up the table, but if you're playing in these scrappy games and not picking anything up from them, it can really affect you. But we've managed to really pick two scrappy wins up where we've not performed so well over the last couple of weeks, which I think shows how far we've come as a team.
Let's talk about you. If we rewind 12 months, could you have imagined captaining a side into the playoffs from where you were at Huddersfield last year?
No, definitely not. I owe a lot to Huddersfield for their team that gave me a Super League chance, but last year just really didn't go for me. I had no confidence at all. I weren't really enjoying my rugby. But I've come to Wakefield and that's really turned around. It's the happiest I've ever been playing. It's a great team spirit. I enjoy playing at Wakefield, and I'm just absolutely loving doing the captaincy as well, which it's been a massive thing. It's something I'm really proud of, captain in my hometown club, and people around me really helped me with that. People like Timmy Smith and Andy Valley that are also experienced, and they've helped me really adapt to that level.
Yeah, well, I think over the second half of the season we have averaged probably 30 points a game, which is a tremendous achievement. We've improved and we've evolved, and that were always going to be the case. There would have been some people very, very quick to jump out of the blocks and attack us early doors when perhaps we weren't getting the wins, but we felt at that time we were competitive. We felt we were a competitive team. It was just a case of learning how to win and learning how to get through a bit, get games, get over the line in games along that journey. I think we've done that. I think Paul Sykes obviously coming into the squad and the combination he struck up with Tim Smith has also been a big factor in our turnaround. Well, on the back of 7 wins you will be confident, and the boys are looking forward to it. We know we've got to get our best game on the park for 80 minutes, but we do think if we can do that, then we have got the capability, we've certainly got the desire to trouble teams. We know we can't be too far away from our best, and we're very respectful of the fact that there's no better team getting to grand finals and cup finals than this generation of Leeds Rhino players. We've won 5 grand finals, we've won 3 Wembley finals, and they've got the experience and know-how for these situations. So we know the size of the challenge, but it's probably a little bit irrespective of who we're playing. We've got to go and take care of ourselves, and that's what we're planning on doing.
You're still thinking away, even though you're in the 8, you're flying a little bit under the radar. I mean, we're here today, no Wakefield representation in the dream team. There was no Wakefield players in the Excel squad. There was none in the England squad, even the England Knights. Do you still feel perhaps sides and people in general are underestimating you?
Yeah, but we talked at the start of the season about changing the reputation and the club and changing people's perception of us and how they view us, and I think on the field and off the field we're managing to do that. The club's being run as a really good business, and on the field obviously we're starting to play a lot better rugby. We've played attractive rugby all season, and definitely, you know, I think a few of the younger guys like Kyle Wood and Kyle Trout, they're really unlucky not to get a shot in the night squad. But, you know, that's for Steve McNamara and everyone else to pick. You know, we're just happy performing well at Wakefield and keep doing what we're doing at the minute.
And just a quick word on last night, the awards ceremony. Obviously, Tim Smith and Andy Riley both picking up their 5 awards between them. Fully deserved.
Fully deserved, and we had a number of players. You know, Ben came in there, Paul Eight on the voting. Were very, very close on a number of the awards, both the players' player and the coaches' player and the man of steel. So I think that's an indication of our season. That, you know, we've named 4 guys there. There were probably another 2 or 3 that were strongly in the reckoning as well, and that's very heartening for us as a club to know that we've had so many players perform and give us value for money and perform to a terrific level that they have this year. Andy's been a model of consistency. He's a nut to grow. He turns up every day, he gives you his best, and his level of performance this year for us, I like to the amount of minutes that he's played, and not just, you know, a lot of front rowers look at numbers and look at statistics and yards and tackles and how many carries they've had, but Andy Riley's the guy that, you know, does the kick pressure on the 5th tackle. Andy's the guy that regularly tops our support runs. All the little 1%ers, the little energy burners that sometimes, you know, people don't often see, but his teammates really appreciate that. I think Tim has been the player that undoubtedly has had the biggest impact on our season. He's the architect behind a lot of the good attacking play. He gets the boys around the park, and he's very, very skillful, and he's in terrific form, and he's a player that all the boys will tell you makes their lives a lot easier when they're on the field. Like any halfback, it's been important for him that he's developed and evolved in his combinations, and I think the forwards, as Tim himself will tell you, have really aimed up on the second half of the year. You know, for any halfback to play in a team where perhaps, you know, your forwards aren't winning the battle in the middle of the field, it can be a difficult place to be as a halfback. But once we've aimed up in that area, and his relationships with the people around him, the key players in our team have evolved, he's going to show, you know, what a truly sensational player he is. To finish second in the try assists over the year in a team that's probably 9th or 10th on try returns, something like that, just shows how instrumental he's really been for us, and teams know that, and teams are trying to put a little bit more pressure on him, a number up on him, but he's still coming up with the right answers for us.
I think just play as well as we can do. That's what we've really focused on over the last few weeks, being the best that we can be, and that's all we're aiming to do this week. If we play the best that we can, we know that we're a match for anyone in Super League, you know, and we're really confident going into this game, and definitely able to get the victory at
I believe there was around about 1,800 Wildcats fans out of a total crowd of 2,500 on Saturday. How important will the fans be travelling up to Headingley and Kirmond?
Our fans have been absolutely massive, you know, throughout the season, even when it was tough at the start, when we weren't really getting the results that we wanted to. In this run of form, they've just been absolutely amazing. They've been so loud and travelling in such good numbers. Like the outnumbered Salford fans, probably nearly 2-1 at the weekend, and they'll definitely be filling their allocation ahead, and I'm sure of that.
Yeah, we've got everybody fit and healthy and in a confident mood, so I think going into the playoffs, that's all you can ask for. It goes without saying that Ali will come straight back into the team, but Kyle Trout and Matt James at the weekend, in their respective performances, both give themselves a shout of playing this week, and I'm serious about that. I thought a couple of blokes perhaps underperformed at the weekend in the middle. Those 2 guys will get strong consideration for selection this week.